I'm Aaron Goldman. I'm the founder and CEO of DebateIsland.com and the American Post. Sure. So my first step into entrepreneurship was when I was 8 years old. I was in third grade and I started King's Corporation, which was basically a venture for my elementary school specifically that provided indoor and outdoor entertainment activities for kids during their lunch period. So that actually went really successfully. I was able to run it. I grew it significantly. I dealt with a lot of the school administration to try to push what I thought was good for the company as well, or the venture rather. At that point, I had operations, I had finance, I had a lot of different departments and many volunteers that worked for me. And I ended up leaving that in fifth grade. Overall, my family and friends were pretty impressed, but nothing too crazy. Sure. So one of the challenges that I faced when starting King's Corporation was probably just having the resources to really put it together in terms of fiscal resources, in terms of being treated seriously. And eventually I was able to figure out how to accomplish those things, and I did. And it ended up becoming really good. And I took those lessons from King's Corporation, which was my first venture, into my many other ventures now. And I plan to use them for my ventures that I will do in the future. The way that I celebrate accomplishments for my ventures or just about anything is to keep on going, keep pushing, and keep doing great things. And that's what I find fulfilling. Yeah, so I've had a lot of very positive feedback from my friends, from my family, from many others, from many of the users of the companies that I've developed and I currently run and that I'm involved in as well. Makes me feel good because really it just tells me that I'm on the right path in terms of what I'm doing with my ventures and making a big social impact. I think that there's no proudest moment that I've had so far, but there are many proud moments that I've had. And I don't think that there's really proudest, rather, it's many proud and hopefully many more to come. And I think that's how it is with any entrepreneur, business person, or just about anyone in any field. I would say that one of my proudest moments was actually pretty recent getting my third Forbes article talking about me, my entrepreneurial journey thus far, what I'm working on right now, and really working a lot on building out the American Post and say a huge venture, continuing to build DebateIsland.com, which is a big venture already. And I thought that was a really good symbol of I'm on the right path and I'm going to keep working towards accomplishing even more with my ventures. So there are many important lessons on any journey, especially the entrepreneurial journey. I would say that one of the most important ones that I've learned is to always be someone who will put a lot of effort into the things that they do and try to get things done instead of complaining, instead of just sitting and doing nothing, but rather working towards your goals. And if you do, you have a very good chance of accomplishing them. And if you know what, if you don't, you learned a lot and move on to the next thing. Sure. So DebateIsland.com is the largest online debate platform in the world. It's been featured in Forbes numerous times. We have millions of page views annually. We have an educational technology product as well that has a lot of demand and is award winning as well. I'm planning on keeping to push DebateIsland.com on and growing our user base, growing our traffic even more to really help improve the civility in the United States and across the world, and to help improve people's knowledge of various different topics that are political, religious, and many others. In terms of the American Post, which is my brand new media and technology startup, the American Post offers the first and only online platform where people can go and discover curated opinion articles about a variety of political topics that are fascinating. And we also publish fact-based, nonpartisan opinion pieces that we believe are very high quality, civil, and work towards achieving things in the policy they talk about. So I'm working in the American Post very aggressively, and I'm going to continue to grow the traffic, the user base as well, similar to Debate Island, and to really make it huge, hopefully. A piece of advice that I would have is to try to pursue whatever you want to pursue that's positive, almost certainly. Because even if you fail, you take those lessons that you learned during your journey and you apply to something else that you can really do great things with and accomplish a lot in that field. So I think it's almost always better to do something positive than not to do anything at all. And that's what I think you should be doing. In addition, it's important to know that in order to be successful in entrepreneurship or almost anything, you have to put the effort in a smart way to get it done. And don't just sit around waiting for things to happen to you. Make things happen. Reach out to people, do things, build, create. And I think that's the way that you can make a successful entrepreneurial venture. Adam, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. I hope to come back soon with an article or on your video interview series as well. And I just want to say, if you're interested in checking out the American Post, just go to theampo.com, theampo.com, or if you want to debate online, connect with others in an easy way and a fun way, just check out debateisland.com. Thank you very much again.